Tor tool is primarily two things. It is anonymizing network, which you can see here beautifully right in front of you. This is actually a live representation of a Tor network, and it's a piece of software, and it's a software that enable access to this tool network or Tor network, which is known as the Tor browser. And previously, we know what this Tor browser is. So there is Tor network, and which is, as you can see, Tor browsing to our connection. So most of the Tor relays operated in Central Europe, as you can see, Finland, Germany, Switzerland. As you can see, lots of Central Europe that it operates. So as you can see, it's from Paris or London. Then there's also in 212 relays on Switzerland. Also, as you can see, I am also on relays on Switzerland and also on Germany. As you can see, Germany. So most of the relays are from Central Europe, and it is increasing year by year. So if you see the chart, so as you can see in London, the speed and you can see all of those connection details in here and outer details connection. So if you see the chart here, that in my experience in London, the speed and latency of Tor is increased a lot over the time. So the total browser consists in here in Tor browser and launches with no script and HTTPS everywhere. Then this is what is Tor project. When you are connected to a Tor project, this will be the default page that it should look like. So I think you're familiar with it, as I already talked a couple of lecture about this Tor browser. As you can see, you have a lots of icon in here. So this is our connection circuit icon. So we can see the configuration as browse. So configure to use the Tor, and this is our IP address. And this is our Tor circuit. So from this browser, it goes Switzerland to Sweden to Germany, then it goes to this web page. You can simply change your circuit by simply pressing this. As you can see, it goes to now Italy, and your IP address also changed. As you can see, United States, Latvia. So every time you do this, your IP address will change, and we'll have different IP address where it's actually using a different circuit. So you can see the circuits in browser in here. So we are going through these all relays and to this relay, and then onto the internet. And then you can see the exit node, which is obviously the same as this. And then we have the new tool circuit for this site. So this will create a new circuit, but it will not restart the browser. So there is a difference between new identity and this is the new identity. It will restart your browser and it will create a new identity, but this will not create a new identity. It will just create a different IP address. So let's click. So as you can see, it will close all of those tabs and reset your identity. As you can see, it reset my identity and restart the browser. So this will just simply change your IP address and what's the Tor relays are coming from, but this will just simply create a new identity. So make sure you always use this when you're done with browsing for 10 to 15 minutes, because this will help you to be very anonymous on online if you use this frequently. So make sure you use that. And this is our security level. So by default, its security level is in standard. So let's go and change. So if you want your highest anonymous or you want your highest security, make sure you always set this safest, because in standard mode it will simply work like any browser that you use like Chrome, Firefox, but in safest mode, as you can see, it allows website to require the static and basic web services, and this will change like image media and service like JavaScript will be disabled, some fonts that will be disabled, audio and video, and all of those will be disabled. So make sure you always check those and set those to safest, and make sure you click this block dangerous and deceptive content and also block dangerous download, because many of the website gives ads that automatically download files, so it will block all of those. So these two things are most important for your anonymity and safe browsing. And make sure you always take those and set to those. You can also change to safer, but as you can see, it is not safe. As you can see, it will cause some site to lose functionality. So make sure you always set those to safest. And also, you can customize your Tor by simply customize Tor. Where is the setting? Okay, customize toolbar. So make sure you always set HTTPS everywhere in here. So because as we all know, more HTTP websites are mostly vulnerable. So this will just simply clicking this will HTTPS. It will make all of those websites that are on HTTP will make HTTPS and make your websites more secure and browsing more securely. And there's some of the config tools that you can use, and also you can use no script. So for the site you don't want a script, you can just simply click this and it will automatically override the Tor browser setting to this preset. So that's all of the settings that you need to configure before browsing any wiki websites like you are not being redirected to. So make sure when you visit all of those websites like these websites, chains, privacy, email providers, blogs, make sure you always change those settings so that you can browse safely and tension free and anonymously, obviously. So you can also, as you can see, you can choose all of those browsers like dark web. So all of those onion sites you can visit after setting all of those. So make sure you always change all of those settings and configures for anonymously. The Tor network consists of two kinds of relay nodes. normal relay nodes and bridge relay nodes. The normal relay nodes are listed in the main Tor directory, and the connection to them can be easily identified and blocked by the sensors. So the Tor bridges is the consequential list of relays is available to everyone. It's easy for a government, a law enforcement agency, or any network or adversary to block you from using tools by blocking all the relays that are in the consequences. So a bridge is an unpublished relay to attempt to solve the problem, but the Tor relays being blocked, bridge became your first relay instead of the guard relay. So no money to use as bridge if using toward the block by censorship or using Tor dangerous. Wherever it's legal, wherever it's considered suspicious to your adversaries. So if you live in an uncensored area, bridges are not necessary, and also showed than using a normal entry card. So a Tor project page that you can see in front of you, it's called bridges, provided the details of a free bridges at a time to stop all the bridges from being known. So we can get the new bridges from a URL in here. So you can click and you can just have the option to get the normal bridge. So this is the bridge. So if you just click in here, so you can get normal bridge in here. So you can have like advanced, like you can use IPv6 address and etc. So we'll also discuss what are the pluggable transports later. So let's now create just create a or get a bridge. So just click, just give me a bridge, complete the captcha WZVQD2Z. As you can see, these are the bridges. So there are three bridges in here: IP address, so IP address, port, and all of those, and the ID. So if you cannot reach this URL, then just simply mail to their developer, then they will give you the bridge. But mainly you will get all of those bridge in here. Simply just go to the bridge.torproject.org. So these products are generally less reliable and slower than Tor relays. So now how to use this? So let me show you how to put this into your browser. So let's just copy this, go to your setting, Tor browser setting, search for bridge. As you can see, it's automatically detected the bridge. So let's just, so you just click in here, use a bridge. You can request a bridge event from in here similarly like this. So let's say QJJ79NZ. As you can see, it requested the same way that we get our bridge in here or here. So just click in here. So let's now test this out. To see if my internet service provider or ISP blocks connection to the Tor network that we entered our custom bridges. So let's try Tor project. As you can see, it's working, and even we have like many relays or circuits coming from in here. So it's pretty quick. So your bridges can be a little slow. It depends on the bridges. So you can see that the circuit check which one are the successful. So we are in here like Poland and we are using bridge in here. As you can see, these are the bridges that we are using. So if you are setting a default bridge and you can just reload this page, then you will see that our bridge is grown. As you can see, it's now selected the IP address from Switzerland. So now that we see how our bridges is working properly, but if you are in a United States, then it may not work. Your ISP may block this. So it's mainly depends on country. So likes of Chinese government and other censored nations will likely be doing the same sort of things, that you won't be using or you won't be access those using manual bridges that we set. So bypass censorship, Debian would be the best operating system to use. There is also like CentOS or which OS that we use, which all uses the Debian. So now already that we finished using the bridges. So let's talk about the censorship problem. So if someone offers to help you out of your censorship problem, or you don't need to 100% trust by giving a Tor bridge to help you access to talk. So be aware, this could be a monitor based and a deliberate trap. So avoid if getting caught for using Tor, because Tor has some serious consequences, whether you are using Tor bridges or because which is not recommended by me, because some countries they are restricted or they are banned from using Tor. So it's better to use bridges, include toggling tool through other privacy and anonymity service like VPN or SSH tool, or using a offsite connection. So there will be then no consequences. So that's all about the bridges. So let's talk about now pluggable transport. So as we all know, some countries censor internet traffic. So Tor traffic is blocked there because its anonymity conflict with the internet censorship. So normal Tor traffic can be blocked by identifying its protocol packets and endorse, which are listed in the main Tor directory. To circumvent internet censorship, Tor introduce bridge relay nodes and pluggable transports. So bridge relay nodes are not So bridge relay nodes are now listed in the main Tor directory so that nobody can get all the bridge relay nodes to block them. So pluggable transport manipulates all Tor traffics between Tor client and Tor antinode so that it's not identifiable. So OBF-S4 is the largest or latest pluggable transport of Tor, which can obscure the Tor traffic and have it look random. So we previously tested OBSP4, OBFS4. So let's try again to check if it's working or not. As you can see, OBS4 is bridge is connected through this. So that's how this all works. So that's all about the Tor. So let's talk about Tor hidden services. So what is Tor hidden services? So Tor hidden services are like the websites that open with .onion. As you can see, these all of the websites are at the end is .onion. So how it can be accessed via a .onion.any addresses, which you can see in the URL bar or in this URL address. As you can see in these lots of websites, that also offer a web service or other types of internet service that is accessible via the dot on your URL. So the real IP address is hidden behind a Tor circuit in order to run a hidden service. So you need to set up Tor as a normal install, then web server and whatever service it is that you want to present. Then that's all of those. So if you want to visit all of those, let's go to a hidden wiki. So as you can see, at the end is all of those website is .onion. So we don't have any website name like we see there, like we used to see. So if you want to run a hidden service, you want to have a web server. So you want to make sure that it is secretly run, because if it's not, it could definitely leak the real IP address, which makes it pointless. As I have said previously, that it could be used to set up a hidden service, and in fact, so that's all of those are hidden services running on like non-commercial link, and all of those commercial link, all of those onion link is in here. As you can see, this is the for dark mining. So you can get all of those in here. Now finding a tall hidden service can be a little bit tricky, as darknet is an indexed by the web services. So web search engines that we are used to, the popular sources of our dark web or darknet is like .onion at the end, as you can see. So let's go to a drugstore. So all of those websites are at the end is .onion, and all of those websites are valuable, are verifiable websites. So all of those websites are legit. So you can also buy all of the stuffs in here. So there is no direct readable list of all hidden services, although a number of hidden services catalog publicly known on the addresses. So here is one search page, and this is the most popular web search places in here. So you can search any of the things that you want to search on darknet. So let's search for addresses. So hidden service list, so this will list all of those hidden service. So let's just randomly click and open one onion service. So let's see what this website is. So as you can see, it is for the gift card market. So this is also a reliable and also game shop from eBay and all of those. As you can see, it's not fake or criminal activity website. As you can see, very good website. So as you can see, lots or thousands of hidden service list is in here. So you can also feature or so this is another website for reliable credit card. As you can see, dark store verified. So lots of those hidden services websites are in here. So make sure you go and visit this and check that out. So I think it's from Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin generator. So you can enter your Bitcoin wallet and just get Bitcoin 0. Let's try 0.1. So you have to have a Bitcoin address. Then people who recently used, so as you can see, received all of those Bitcoins in here. So you only have one in 10 minutes. I think, as you can see, time limit is running. So all of those hidden services are available in here, and lots of adults services. So there are also some websites in here like Bitcoin, Anonymity, Drugstore, more commercial like dark web hackers to hire that we see in movies. So similarly like this, we have all of those in here. As you can see, you can social media attack, Reddit, Instagram, DDoS attack on a website for 1 month is like 900 USD dollars. So all of those, I'm not recommend you to do all of those stuff, but I'm just showing you that these websites are legit and verifiable. So in this hidden wiki, although there are many sites that claim to be hidden wiki, but the real censorship is hidden wiki. Can be very careful when you click all of those websites, so you must be very careful. You have to be concerned and cautious about this website. Make sure you visit and description and then go to their websites. So because if you click a random website, you could end up in a place that you don't want to go, because it's on the uncensored zone, and it is generally a good stuff for security, privacy and anonymity. But also there are some places or some websites that are for uncensored, so you make sure you don't visit those websites. So there's all of those hidden service and websites. Like, let's search for, so we can, this is the best web service search services in here. So all of those websites will redirect to this Onion website. So as you can see there, these are the marketplace of digital products, bills, similar as money transfer, gift card, Amazon gift card. So lots of services are in here. So the main idea is to help you to get those knowledge about how this dark web or darknet usually work on Tor browser, and also make sure you select a new circuit, or after visiting a page you just create a new identity so that you are safe from being hacked in this. And always, one thing that I always tell, don't full screen your Tor browser. So if you full screen your Tor browser, your machine then can be vulnerable to hack. So make sure you always as half shot or minimized version of Tor browser so that it cannot be hacked. So that's all about the Tor hidden services.